Hey everyone, thanks for being here again today. I have a few DIY projects that I am wanting to get done, so I wanted to bring you along with me and film those projects. And I also got a few new items from Jordan Essentials, so I wanted to share those. Come along with me as I get ready and start a few projects and finish them. I hope you enjoy this. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video and click the bell button so that you are notified every time I post one. So I'm just gonna do super quick makeup that will be easy and totally replicatable. So first thing, I ordered a new Kabuki brush. I have talked about our Kabuki brush before. The bristles are so soft, but I have been told that this is great to use with any of the liquid foundations or the liquid mineral makeup, and I have just always used my shorter bristle brush. So since I got a second one, I wanted to use it. I'll actually use my mineral makeup today. It's a little bit sunny, so I like to have that. The minerals reflect the sunlight, so it helps a little SPF. So I'm just gonna do 1.5 squirts just right on top of the brush and spread it in. And I just have to tell you, it's life-changing. I just love it. I recommend it for sure. I was using it just for the setting powder before, but I am just loving it for this liquid. I just feel like it spreads it more, it makes it go a little bit longer, and it doesn't leave a lot of residue on the brush, so obviously most of it's getting on my face. So I just had to share that with you. While we're talking about new products, I'm gonna go ahead and use the dry shampoo, which is in the September 2020 Joyful Jordan box. I'm hopeful that it will be in our regular line coming up in the spring. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this, whoops, in my roots here. So I'm not worried about it being too much. My hair is a little bit oily. It always gets oily around my face. And I just spread it in like shampoo, especially close to my face here. And it just kind of gives me a little bit of volume and dries up the oil a little bit. I have my flat iron plugged in so I can hit my curls just a little bit. Okay, so next, so I just did the mineral makeup. I'm just gonna use our Cheek Tint in the Merlot. This is the darker of the two colors that we have in our Cheek Tint, and I'm just gonna kind of hit my apples and my cheekbones all at once with the same color. I know in previous videos I've done both colors, but I may or may not leave the house today. So this just makes me ready in case someone happens to come to the door or we get a delivery or something like that. And I'll use the angled wash brush from Jordan Essentials, and I just blend, and it just kind of leaves me with a cohesive look. And I did my lips a little bit. That works as a primer, so I will pick out a lip color here in just a minute. Next is just my powder. Just kind of shake it in the lid here, and I'm not trying to get a lot. I'll use my other Kabuki and pat it in here, and then just set everything to sort of take the shine away. Use my So Pink lip gloss. It just kind of shines up over top of the cheek tint. And that's that. So I actually curled my hair yesterday. This is day 2. So I'm probably just gonna take big chunks and just kind of freshen it up a little bit. just gonna fluff this up and call it good. I think that's okay. All right, that's it. The makeup part, super easy. All of the products that I used will be in the description box below, including a link to my web store in case you want to take a look at some of the other products that Jordan Essentials has to offer. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the, what do they say, the meat and potatoes of it. In this video, I'm gonna be taking care of 2 DIY projects that I have been wanting to get done. It is gonna be 2 projects that are done on a budget. I always try to be cost sensitive whenever I take on projects that really no one is gonna appreciate as much as I do. So I always just try to be cost effective with that. So let's get that started. Okay, so here are the 2 projects. This, and my helper. So the first thing she's holding is a pool noodle. It is probably the skinniest pool noodle I could find, but they are on clearance a lot of places right now. I'm gonna cut it into 4 pieces and put it into 2 of my pairs of boots in my closet to keep them standing up because they keep falling under the laundry hamper. And then the next project is this arch decorative wall hanging, and I am just going to paint it white.
Boring white.
Boring white. So neither of these projects should take too long, but they are done on a budget. I got the wall hanging off of Marketplace for $10, I think. The pool noodle was like $1, and the spray paint I actually borrowed from my mom, so it cost me nothing. Okay, so really quickly before we get started, I just want to show you what I am remedying by using the pool noodle. So let me turn you around and have you look inside my closet real quick. Okay, so inside the closet is where we keep our laundry hamper, and my boots are behind there. So as you can see, these brown boots, I actually had it turned backwards because they keep flopping over. So I'm gonna cut the pool noodles so that the boots stay upright and stay where they're supposed to be. And then my other boots are on this side and they are doing the same thing, flopping over. So that will help remedy that. And then down here on my foyer, I have this really strange nook. I currently have that picture listed on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to hang that new arch decoration above this white shelf. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna turn out. Okay, so here's the pool noodle.
Here's the jelly beans.
So the pool noodle is 4 foot 1 inch. So each section is going to be 12.25 inches. Obviously it doesn't have to be perfect because it's literally going to go in my boot. But and then this last one should be already measured. Perfect. To make these little marks on there, and I am going to use a knife to cut it.
I got jelly beans at Target. Go.
There we go. Okay, so 4 pool noodles to set up my boots. All right, Sylvia, do you want to put the pool noodles in the boots and see if it's gonna work?
Get in! Get in there!
Perfect! Thank you!
And you can take them off and you can take them out when you're wearing them.
That's right. So the painting project is turning into be the horse of a different color. The spray paint is not adhering to it as well, so I think I'm gonna get a brush and brush paint it and then maybe go back over it with the spray paint so it looks nice and even. So that's what I'm trying now. You're such a good helper. Thanks for helping me today. Okay, so that actually went much better than I anticipated. It was a little bit difficult because some of the edges were a little bit jagged and it just ended up being a little bit harder to get all of it covered. But I have it finished and I think I'm gonna let it dry and then see if it needs a second coat. Otherwise, I may turn it over and just make sure that the backside looks okay before I hang it up. So here it is after the first coat. It's covered pretty well. Even like these little creases have all covered really well. I'm really happy with it. Okay, so I just finished spray painting the back of it just a little bit so that I could get some of these ledges that you might see when it's hanging. So I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit and then I'll be ready to hang it up. quick, I'm just gonna put the finishing touches on the shelf there and I'll show you what it looks like. I am a sucker for a good before and after. So if at any time during this video you saw anything that you liked, leave me a thumbs up, maybe a comment. Let me know what you liked and what you're doing in your home. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so that you can always be notified whenever I post another video.